What's up, everybody? Back again, Rashad Buie with another episode of Ballin' with Buie, where I cover the hottest topics in sports, especially if it is OU related. Today I want to cover She Believes Cup. If you don't know, it's women's national soccer team. United States took on Brazil. I missed the first game, but I was able to catch a second game. First game, United States ended up beating Canada 1-0. But into this game, little pregame statistics for you. Brazil, coming off a win against Argentina, they won 4-1. In USA, they ran their usual from what I've ever seen from the USA. They run a 4-3-3, which is what they ran in this game. Alex Morgan, it was her first start since the World Cup. You know, there's a delay from COVID, and then the Olympics got postponed, and then she ended up having a baby. So just a lot of things happened. So she finally got her first start since that World Cup win. And the U.S. coming off of, like I said, a 1-0 win against Canada with a late win. Really, they got a goal in the 82nd minute. But they're 3-0 this year, start the year. It's not surprising. United States women's soccer team is really good. If you haven't ever watched them, I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, start the game. United States, they put a lot of pressure on Brazil to start. Brazil just could not get anything going in any form of fashion. United States pressure was just too much for them to handle. And United States almost scored in the second minute, but they couldn't capitalize on it. But they did end up getting an early goal from Christian Press in the 11th minute. She had a shot from the left side of the 18, went right into the bottom right corner. It was an easy shot for her. I mean, Christian Press is a beast, so not surprising. But there wasn't much action from Brazil in the first half, I would say. But they did pick up a lot of yellow cards throughout the entirety of the game. Bruna got a yellow card in the 34th minute for a slide tackle on Alex Morgan. She probably wouldn't have got carded if she would have gotten more of the ball, but she kind of missed the ball. It was kind of a bad slide tackle, and she got more of Alex Morgan than she did the ball, so she got carded. But Brazil had a frantic start to the first half, but they settled down kind of late in the first half, and they were able to kind of expose the United States a little bit at some times. They weren't able to capitalize fully. They didn't really have any dangerous shots at any point, I didn't think, there in that first half, but they were able to get a little bit clicking and expose the United States defense. But like I said, they weren't able to capitalize, so United States went in half up 1-0. In the second half, it was kind of the same story. United States kind of had a lot of shots throughout the entirety of the game. I mean, not a lot, but way more than Brazil did. Brazil only had 5 in the first half compared to United States 12, and the possession was 60-40 United States advantage. But in the second half, like I said, it's kind of more the same story. There were a couple yellows. Horan for the United States got a yellow in the 52nd minute she was kind of like shadowing the goalkeeper. I don't really know what she was doing, but the ball ended up in Brazilian goalkeeper's hands, and she kind of just like stayed face to face with her and wasn't allowing her to move forward. Kind of a dumb decision on her part, really. The ref was pretty consistent, I would say, throughout the entirety of the game. When she didn't give any warning, she was really quick to pull out that yellow card. And so I don't know why Horan did that. But then Tamaris for Brazil got a yellow in the 58th minute after Lynn Williams on I believe the right side of the field, she got around her, and then she ended up just grabbing her, to prevent her from getting any farther. She got a yellow. I mean, that was just a professional wrap-up, wasn't nothing dirty or nothing. She just wrapped her up, took the yellow, and then Silva ended up getting a yellow in the 80th minute for clipping Horan. It was kind of just a frustration foul. They were down, they were running out of time. She just clipped her, and like I said, the ref was quick to pull the yellows out in this one. There weren't any warnings or anything, so she got stuck with that one. But Brazil, about the last 10 minutes before extra time, last 10 minutes of the game, they had 2 really good opportunities to score, and they couldn't capitalize. I thought that they were going to capitalize on both of them, honestly. I was like, uh-oh, this is it. Because they were really starting to press in the last couple minutes. The United States was just kind of playing more possession at that point. They weren't really pressing forward as much. And Brazil almost capitalized on it, but they just couldn't. And Rapinoe ended up scoring in the 88th minute to kind of seal the deal for the United States off a Horan cross. She volleyed it into the goal. Goalkeeper couldn't react quick enough, and it went off her hands into the back of the net. And like I said, that sealed the deal for the U.S. Ended up winning 2-0. Brazil just didn't have an answer for us for the entirety of the game. Christian Press and Dunn, I think, were the most impactful players throughout the game. They dominated the left side of the field. That's definitely the United States' strong point. You can't do anything on the left side. If you want to expose the United States, you're going to have to go through the right side because there's kind of not really certainty on who's going to start in that right back position. It's kind of plugging in different pieces right now. But the left side was completely dominant. Christian Press played really well, even though she only got one goal, but she played really well. And then Dunn was playing a lot out of the back. She would come up and wrap around. She played really well. Both of them played really well. Andonovski is the United States head coach. He's now 15-0 since becoming head coach. Probably would be a lot more if COVID wouldn't have happened, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, he's 15-0, hasn't picked up that loss yet. Don't know when he would pick up that loss. Their next game in the She Believes Cup is going to be Argentina, and Argentina is the worst team there. So that should be another win for us. But yeah, United States women's soccer team looks really good, looking primed to another Olympic gold medal, potentially. That's all I got for this podcast. Like always, consider sharing and subscribing. Deuces.